St. Patrick's Day, and even though it's a Friday in Lent, Catholics here in the Valley will be allowed to eat meat to celebrate. The Diocese of Las Vegas gave approval for Catholics around the Valley to enjoy corned beef and cabbage or a meat product of their choice to respect the long-standing tradition of celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Now, normally on Fridays during the period of Lent, Catholics abstain from eating meat on Fridays. So the diocese is encouraging those who do eat meat tomorrow abstain on another day that's not a Friday.
All right, fair enough, right?